What's up, Misfit Nation? Welcome to the Misfit Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Matt the Misfit. If you like all the things you see here, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, and the like button, all that jazz. Follow the social media at Misfit Wrestle TV. Tonight, we're going to go over the Extreme Rules preview and predictions for Saturday night's pay-per-view event from the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where a lot of intrigue is going into the show for one big reason, the possible reveal of the White Rabbit, who is the guy group, whoever it would be behind the White Rabbit stuff. We also got uh, 2 championship matches, an I Quit match, a Fight Pit match, and a Donnybrook match. So let's go over the show here. So yeah, let's talk about this show here. Let's get the big one out of the way first before we go through the card. So everyone's talking about the White Rabbit. I'm excited to see where it goes here. We saw on Monday the coordinates that we got, and the coordinates that we did get are the coordinates of the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. We got a sign from not planted AEW. A sign planted from a WWE personnel that said it's spelled Wyatt Rabbit, which if you rearrange the words, like I said, spells Bray Wyatt. The most blatant tease that's Bray Wyatt. Will he show up on Saturday night? I know I've seen people say things like, oh, he should just reveal that it's Bray in like a video package, and then make you tease people. Like, that's not a good idea. People are gonna not like that, and I would not do this in front of a crowd like Philadelphia, because Philadelphia will tell you if you are doing some bullshit booking. My thing is debut Bray, or not debut Bray. Bring back Bray at that show. I don't know what match he's gonna fit in. That all depends on what's main eventing the show. There is a good chance that Bayley and Bianca main event the show. And they do that, and they have Alexa like turn on Bianca or whatever, and then they set up, and then that's how Bray comes back, because they keep the loot. To me, it feels like they're alluding that Bray is going to come back to finish whatever happened with him and Bliss after Bliss turned on the Fiend at WrestleMania 37 last year. So we're going to see what happens on that. Maybe that's what they do. Maybe they get involved with the Fight Pit, but I don't think so, because the Fight Pit's trying to be as real as possible. The only other match, I don't know about the Judgment Day stuff, because it seems like the Finn Balor stuff is going to be going into stuff with AJ Styles, and possibly the return of Anderson and Gallows for like the Club versus Judgment Day. Maybe that's probably what they're going to do there. The only other match I could see main eventing the show, and it probably is going to be the main event, would be Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross in a strap match. That's the only other match I can see Bray Wyatt getting not involved, but coming in afterwards and maybe staring down Karrion Kross or Drew McIntyre. He may be going after Drew McIntyre. I wouldn't mind a Drew McIntyre Bray Wyatt program. Drew said that he didn't want to face Bray Wyatt while he had the championship. Well, he doesn't have the title right now, so you never know. So anything can happen with Bray Wyatt. We'll see. I think he's going to actually appear on the show. Physically, I think he should appear on the show, but he's going to be revealed as the White Rabbit on Saturday. That's my prediction there. Let's go over this card. It's a 6-match card. We're going to start off with the 6-man tag match that was announced last week. I think it was last week. Or was it earlier? It was either last week or on Monday. It's going to be the Brawling Brutes, which is Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Butch, taking on Imperium's Intercontinental Champion Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Finji. This match is going to be great. This match is going to be I'm excited to see the match. I enjoyed the match they had on SmackDown a few weeks ago. That 6-man tag match they had was an incredible shit. I'm excited for the Intercontinental title match on SmackDown tomorrow night. Between Walter or Gunther rather and Sheamus. I know a lot of people said, "Well, pull the trigger on Sheamus. He's mega over right now." I don't know. I like this. I like where we're doing with Gunther as the Intercontinental Champion. Now, my question now is if Gunther wins on Saturday, or tomorrow at SmackDown, and let's say Imperium wins on Saturday, where do they go from there? Do they go to Nakamura? Do they go back to Nakamura? Do they go to um Drew McIntyre? Do they go to somebody else? Who knows? But they're probably gonna do Sheamus and Gunther again in the Crown Jewel. So there's that. My pick to win this match here. Ooh. I feel Brawling Brutes could need something, but I also could feel like Imperium should win something here. I don't know. Oh, this is gonna be this. See, here's the great thing about this card here, is it's not predictable. This show is not predictable in the slightest. Anything could happen here. So if I had to choose a match, or not a match, I choose a winner here, I'm gonna go with the Brawling Brutes. I'm gonna say the baby faces win here. I think this match is gonna open. This match could open the pay-per-view. And that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Brawling Brutes to win here, and then I'm gonna have Sheamus. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have Butch and Walter or Gunther. And then that would set up, because here's what I'm gonna do here. So here's what I do here. So Gunther gets pinned by Walter, right? Gunther gets pinned by Pete Dunne himself, Butch, and then not at the next pay-per-view, Crown Jewel. I think it's going to be Sheamus and Gunther again. Maybe. I would actually set up Butch to be the next challenger for Gunther for the Intercontinental title, and he can bring back Pete Dunne and give Pete Dunne maybe a run. And run that back to hold that, because I'd love to see that match again. That match at Takeover, what was it, New York in 2019 was fantastic. So that's what I'm gonna go with there. Brawling Brutes to pick up the win here. Next up, we have the Raw Women's. No, not the Raw. I'm gonna say that one for a little bit later. I'm gonna go for the SmackDown Women's Championship Extreme Rules match. The champion Liv Morgan defends against Ronda Rousey. This one is I'm a little torn by this. Not by the fact that I don't know who to win. It's just I don't know how we're gonna get there. Personally, I think Ronda Rousey should win here. What I think is gonna happen is I do think Ronda Rousey is gonna win here. And I think it's gonna be because Shayna Baszler gets involved and helps Ronda win the title. And then we get the pairing. Maybe we get a pairing of Ronda and Shayna, or we get that feud with Ronda and Shayna, because I want that feud with Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey. So I'm gonna go with Ronda Rousey here. Liv Morgan's run as the women's champion has been utterly disappointing. There's just sometimes you don't put the title on somebody just because the fans want it. Because especially when your previous regime was with Vince McMahon, and how he books people like that. I love Liv Morgan. I like her a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think she was ready for this championship run. Like, she's not a great promo. She's not bad in the ring. She's improved. Her matches are not all that good outside of the one with Becky Lynch that she had. Um, the match with Ronda at SummerSlam wasn't bad. The match with Shayna at Clash of the Castle was not bad. But other than that, like, the Money in the Bank ladder match she had when she won the briefcase was not very good. It was not very good. So I don't know. I didn't really care for it. But yeah, Liv Morgan's title reign has been an utter disaster in my opinion. I'd switch the title now, put it on Ronda, then feud her and Shayna Baszler up. Uh, for Crown Jewel, if Shayna's gonna want to go over there or not, who knows? Um, or you can just do the match at Extreme at War Games at the Survivor Series, or wait until the Royal Rumble or something. Who knows? Depending on, because you never know when Charlotte's coming back. So there's that little thing. And I think Ronda's gonna win the title back, and it's gonna be Shayna and not Shayna Ronda. It's gonna be Becky and Ronda at WrestleMania for the SmackDown Women's title. Because whether people like it or not, the match needs to happen, and it needs to be for a title. So there's that. Like a Ronda Rousey there. A match that could possibly main event the show. The Fight Pit match with Daniel Cormier as the special referee. It's Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins. The only interesting bit here is that Seth Rollins is the one who approached Daniel Cormier to be the referee for the match instead of not WWE, which is smart. I like it. This rivalry's been great. I've enjoyed the build to this rivalry, man. The interview thing that they did before Clash of the Castle was fantastic. The match at Clash of the Castle was great. This is gonna be great. I love the Fight Pit match. We've only seen two of them. First one being with both of them featured Timothy Thatcher. Timothy Thatcher beat Matt Riddle in the first one, and I believe Tommaso Ciampa beat Timothy Thatcher in the Fight Pit as well. Timothy Thatcher is 1-1 in the Fight Pit. You should just brought in Timothy Thatcher to be the referee here. This one's tough. I'd say Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins has a match on Raw for the United States Championship. This one's a little tough here. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Matt Riddle here on this one. I think Matt Riddle wins. Daniel Cormier gets accused of screwing over Seth Rollins. Rollins goes into Raw, attempts to win the championship again, does not. So I think they're gonna do this match again at. There's a possibility that this match is gonna happen again at Crown Jewel. I hope not. Then again, I think Seth Rollins is gonna win the United States Championship on Raw. I'm gonna go with Matt Riddle here. And that's all I gotta say here. It's really hard to explain my reasoning for Matt Riddle here. Maybe because he just needs it. That's what I'm gonna go there with on that. Another match that's possibly a chance in main event this show. It's the Raw Women's Championship ladder match. Bianca Belair defending the women's title with Alexa Bliss and Asuka in her corner against Bayley, who has the damage control in her corner. Now, here's what I can see happening here. I see Bayley. So this main event, Alexa Bliss is turning on Bianca Belair, and Bayley's going to win the title. I still think Bayley's going to win the title regardless in this match. Because this is the kind of match where you can protect Bianca Belair without her taking a pinfall or submitting. And I think that's what's going to happen here. But if this is the main eventing, Alexa's going to turn on Bayley or not Bayley on Bianca Belair. She's not going to join Damage Control. She's going to rejoin Bray Wyatt. If they are main eventing, I'm not saying they are, but that's if they are. So, but either way, I have Bayley to win, walk out of Philadelphia with the Raw Women's title, and then we're gonna go. We'll see where they're gonna go from there. I Quit match, Finn Balor, Edge. This match is gonna be good. Finn Balor's great. Edge is great. I love Balor. I actually enjoy this version of Judgment Day. You could tell there is something Triple H has. Like Triple H is all in with Judgment Day. There was a report that came out a few days ago by WrestleVotes about Finn Balor. That said, and I quote, and they quote, "I'm told significant plans are lined up for Finn Balor in the future. I don't know exactly what those plans are, but he is a strong favorite and a strong favorite in the new leadership group, which is Triple H, which is no surprise given how heavily pushed Finn Balor was in NXT. Expect Finn Balor to play a big role for the foreseeable future." If that is the case, Finn Balor absolutely 100% needs to win this match. There is no way that they should do anything other than Finn Balor wins this match. So how we get there? Here's what I would do. So, how are you gonna get this Edge to say the words "I quit"? This is where you get Beth Phoenix involved. So they're beating up. Rey Mysterio comes out. Edge Styles tries to come out. They beat the hell out of them. Out comes Beth Phoenix. She gets face to face with Rhea Ripley because we need that match with Rhea Ripley and Beth Phoenix, please, Triple H. And they beat up Beth Phoenix. They threatened to break her neck with the chair. And in front of Edge. They do all this in front of Edge, who's tied up somewhere in the corner or whatever, and he's forced to say "I quit" to protect Beth. And Finn Balor wins. I think that's what's going to happen. Finn Balor wins by the Judgment Day threatening to end the second, I guess, career run of Beth Phoenix. So that's what's going to happen here. This match is not going to be an event. At least I hope not. I don't want to see Bray Wyatt involved with the Judgment Day at all. I'm sorry for that. The match I think is going to main event the show, however, is the strap match between Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. This is Karrion Kross's first main roster pay-per-view, I believe. Yes, it is. This is his first main roster pay-per-view event, and probably it's going to be his first main event for the main roster on a pay-per-view, that is. He's going against a two-time WWE champion. Strap matches are sometimes good. So my 5 favorite strap matches are not in any particular order, but you think back to The Rock versus Triple H from Fully Loaded 1999, Sting and Vader from Super Brawl 3, The Fiend and Bryan Danielson from Royal Rumble 2020, which a lot of people say Bray Wyatt can't have great matches. Bro, he can. You just gotta put him in the ring with people who want to wrestle. It's not that hard to do. Stone Cold versus Savio Vega from In Your House, Beware of Dog. And I know this match is actually technically a bull rope match, but it somewhat counts. JBL and Eddie Guerrero. So strap matches are hit or miss sometimes. This has to be a hit because so far the presentation and booking and handling of Karrion Kross under the regime of Triple H has been nothing but perfect. Now you have to deliver with this match with Drew McIntyre. This is the real test. And obviously I'm going to go with Karrion Kross here for the win because because they're setting Karrion Kross up for Roman Reigns, hopefully. Because he said in his promo on SmackDown this last week that after he beats Drew McIntyre, he's going to go after Roman and become the Universal Champion. So if that's the plan, Kross has to beat Drew McIntyre. I don't know how we're gonna get to that, but you know what? I would love to see a straight Kross jacket, with the assist of the strap. That's gonna look nasty. But yeah, that's the Extreme Rules preview and predictions here. Like I said, I think Bray Wyatt is gonna appear on this show, somewhere on this show. I don't know where. If Preferably, I would have the show go off the air with Bray Wyatt in any way, shape, or form. Like I said, if Belair and Bayley are main eventing, they're going to do something with Alexa and Bray if that's the main event. But I think Kross and Drew are going to be main eventing. You could absolutely do something with Drew with Bray involved with Drew McIntyre or Karrion Kross. But I will see you guys back here tomorrow night for SmackDown. This is just my little preview and predictions for Extreme Rules. I'm excited for this show. This may be the best B show WWE has done in a very long time. Because the last pay-per-view Triple H booked, fully booked, which was Clash Champion, Clash of the Castle. I'll say Clash of the Champions again. Clash of the Castle was tremendous. This should be a tremendous show. Triple H in Philadelphia, and he knows how to put a show on in Philadelphia. Let's look at his last takeover in Philadelphia. But I have been Matt the Misfit. Thank you for enjoying this predictions episode for Extreme Rules. I will see you back here for SmackDown. If you like the video, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. Remember, follow the social medias down below. And I will see you guys for SmackDown. Peace.